live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And pitching here today, Catfish Hunter. What do you have on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to go here. And stepping in for New York, Barry Larkin. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
One strike.
And that's in for a strike.
And he left that changeup up. Got away with one there. And he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. One out, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Here's the Mets lineup now. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
2 down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here at Wrigley Field, getting the nod in this one, Tom Seaver.
When it comes to hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Chipper fires to first. 1 up, 1 down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's...
There's a swing and a drive. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He sends it out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Next to hit, Roberto Clemente. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So digging in, Mike Schmidt. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Long throw is there, that ends the inning. Second inning set to go. And now here's the veteran DH, Willie Stargell. Bob Gibson on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it's breaks a ton.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Chipper Jones up now for the Mets. Nice stop. There's one. So up next, Grady Sizemore. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. A little out front there as he swings through it. Gibson, a former MVP, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy though.
And that chance handled. Goes to second for one.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the left fielder, Andrew McCutcheon. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Bounced out to short. Yount fires to first on the run, and that will end the inning. Mets leave one, and they're down. So up now for Chicago, Andre Dawson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Seaver back to work. Into center. Sizemore makes the catch, and there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the bleachers and gone. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here's the tag, and he's out. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Here John Smoltz takes over on the mound.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 20, John.
And a pitch. Swings through that. Dozier, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009. Fought off foul. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. The Cubbies leading by 3. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Well, he throws it with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Larkin now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go back here at the friendly confines. Here's Trout. And the pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Drew. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
Relay to second, and he's out. Try for 2.
Got along the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Ripped into left center, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's out on the tag. 2 outs, base is empty. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Harmon Killebrew. This to third. Over to Giambi. Play made, that ends the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark.
The right fielder is
Jim Palmer taking over on the mound.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have
number 22, Jim Palmer.
any chance.
The line to kick the pitch. On the ground to third. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Just missed.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a ball popped up. Dawson under it. He makes the grab. 1 down. Willie Stargell will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one pushed foul.
If you're trying to come up with the ideal clubhouse presence and team leader, Willie Stargell pops. Probably the best you could possibly do.
And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box. And it clearly was not that pitch.
2 outs.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from the top.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a back here at Wrigley Field. Here's some real power at the plate. Mike Schmidt. The line to the pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field.
Oh, he put a really nice swing on.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jacob deGrom.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And that's a double.
fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Prince Fielder, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Throws to second. And he's got no chance. He's out. Gary Carter getting ready to hit. Line drive. McCutchen pulls it down. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lifted to left center. Way back there. And that is gone. Another homer. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 8-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Randy Johnson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swimming.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The relay, not in time. He's got a double. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now it's going to be Harmon Killebrew. Line drive, Adam in center field, but 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We played 4. It's the Cubs 9 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton.
Number 28, Grady.
And leading it off, Grady Sizemore. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Randy Johnson. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. The pitch. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next for New York, Andrew McCutchen. Grounded out his first time up. To short, could be 2. There's 1.
Got it.
Relay to first, double play.
Great job by the shortstop right there. Fields it, decides to take it himself. Second baseman can just chill out until the next play.
So 2 down now, and here is Brian Dozier. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning, here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. As the lefty gets to work. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, the manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not.
The tag, and he's out. And next for the Cubs, Robin Yount. He's already homered in this game. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In there, that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one ripped left field. That'll make it out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-0. This one smoked on its way out of here.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
2 outs, base is empty. Stan Musial, the next to hit. Line drive, base hit, right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the tag, and he's out. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here at the friendly confine. Brett Saberhagen on the pitch out of the pen here. Now the offense will need to be ready for the breaking.
18. Brett Saberhagen.
Stuff. He's got a great curveball. And here it comes. That's in for a strike. Delgado, multi-time All-Star, more than 2,000 hits in his career, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a base hit. Now a long throw to first. So now back to the top of the order.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
At the belt and fires. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Clemente in position. That's out number 2. And next for the Mets, Jason Giambi. Swing and a miss.
Go ball.
As he was out front that time. Strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Delgado leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. 1 hit. Bottom of the 6th inning. So up now for Chicago, Roberto Clemente. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 14-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
At the plate, Harmon Killebrew. No question about this one. It's out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Zach Wheeler.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 away. Stepping in, Andre Dawson.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. He's in there. 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Robin Yem. That one ripped right center field. Get out of town. A shot to the opposite field. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 17-0. Hard on the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Now they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Gary Carter, the next Cub to hit. Now a screamer into the outfield. McCutchen snags it. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. So now here's the Mets DH, Willie Stargell. On the ground out to short. On to first. And a quick out, number 1. Chipper Jones. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Dennis Eckersley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big lead. It's because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Wheeler back to work. And a base hit up the middle. Throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down going for 2. Now the number 2 hitter, Stan Musial. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
He's put on the right.
So a lefty out of the pen, Billy Wagner.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity.
That one is absolutely belted. And gone into the home run basket.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Well, I think we need to take another look because that was mostly a blur off the bat singing.
Yeah, it wasn't easy to track it initially, and that ball was just scorched. And StatCast telling us left his bat flying at 119 miles per hour. And I'll tell you, as a fielder, you're just happy when those are hit at someone else.
Now here is Mike Schmidt. And there's a hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he's out on the tag. Andrew Miller into the game. And up next for Chicago, Andre Dawson. And that one wrapped foul. Two down, nobody on. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all.
Andrew McCutcheon up now for the Mets. Eckersley back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Eckersley, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Now on the bump, Greg Maddux.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swings and misses. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier. In there, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Out number 2.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Robin Yount. The pitch. Big snap center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Around first, heading for two. The tag, and he's out. And now the first baseman, Prince Fielder. That one ripped. Gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They go back to back. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 22-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Bull. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So they turn to Edwin Diaz. Here's the tag, and he's out. And next for the Cubs, Stan Musial. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now he'll turn for second. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back to the... We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Raleigh Fingers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And the pitch. There's a strike. Raleigh, a 6'4" righty, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That one's in there, and that's strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Trout is there. One up, one down. Al Kaline up now for the Mets. In the air, right field. Clemente pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So last chance for the Mets. And the batter now, Jason Giambi. There's a strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Raleigh is just 1 strike away. Got it. And that is the ball game.
We saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails. Locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.